Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess or Jessie, and I make bullet journal and witchy content. I use my practice in my daily journaling to help bring some balance and some positive things into my life. I want to start by thanking all of my new wonderful subscribers. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy looking back through my old videos, or if you're just here to watch the new ones, then enjoy those as well. Today we are going to be doing July, and July I've moved into a new journal for the second half of the year. So I will show you my setup pages, like the first few. I have a yearly's journal which I can flick through and show you as well, and then I'm going to set up July for you. So I know some of you who have been around before noticed that I am not using incense today. I've used a singing bowl. That is because I am off sick from work with a cold. So my allergies have been playing up really bad. I have really bad sinus pain, and my asthma has been playing up. So no incense for the while, just a bit of cleansing with some sound. So I'll just start by showing you, this is my old journal. She will be getting retired. Looks like there's quite a few pages left. There is probably, I would say, 2 signatures left in it, or maybe 1 signature left in it. It's not quite enough to fit July in, but yes, that will be in the back. I always do lots of, not as much in this one obviously, but I do write stuff in the back, and then yeah, there just wasn't quite enough pages to do July in, sort of about 10 or so pages. I will be doing a full video flip through of just this one later on. I'm not going to do that. I'll put that one up later. Today is the 29th of June, so I still have one more day left of the month, and then I'll do my final things in this and I'll move on. This is my new journal. It is a Archer and Olive. I always buy them on the Christmas sales, and I was lucky enough to get some really pretty witchy style ones this time. So this one's got the moon phases on the front. It is black, which means it's dusty, even though it's only just not long come out of the box. Yeah, so I'll show you these ones. This is my name page. I hate writing my name, and every time I seem to write it, it gets messier. Everybody in the community gets so paranoid about writing their name on their name page, and I never did before. It didn't freak me out as much as it has this time. Don't know why. Normally people skip this page and they'll either glue it together. I don't particularly like to waste this page. It's the beginning, it's the first page. So I did a journal blessing, or a book blessing on this one. Then I did my word of the year is friendship. So I did the meaning, and then the name of this one is Phelim, and I really liked that it meant enduring and constant. Yeah, and then a quote. I picked the quotes this time from this, I don't think it's really oracle deck, intuition cards they call them. So I just went through and just picked a random card from these and use that as my quote. So I cleanse my entire being. I am free from negative energy. I feel like there's been a little bit around me lately, even with being sick. So I feel like that was a good quote to go through. And then we go into my July pages. So the theme I went with, I bought from, every time I say I'm not going to buy any more washi tape, I end up buying more. So I bought the Dark Academia collection from Notebook Therapy. I like it, but I don't love it. I've had it for a little while and it took me a good couple of weeks to actually feel like I wanted to, like maybe 2 months I've had it, actually want to use it. I much prefer the Light Academia one. So these stickers are from the Light Academia one. The Dark Academia one, I don't know, it didn't feel dark academic to me. And I'm not much on pet tape. I feel like it's plastic. And yeah, this one, which is here, is actually, it's like photo negatives, very shiny. I don't know if I love it. I like the pictures, I like the theme of it, but would have been nice to have some thinner washi tapes with it as well. Anyway, so I've got my moon calendar and my monthly overlook, my mood and my habit tracker. Took me a really long time to figure out what to do for my habit track, my mood tracker, sorry. I ended up going with like the Polaroid, the negatives, and some little Polaroids. So I will colour in around them for my mood. Then we got my weekly tarot. Did I do a monthly tarot? Weekly tarot? Have I missed a page completely? I think I have. Oh, there it is. Oh my god. Complete mind blow. So my monthly tarot page. There we go. Weekly tarot. Astrology pages. I'll show you what I'm doing now with astrology. I got a new book, a new journal actually, in some sales, and I'll give you a flick through that one and show you why I love it. Spending my memory pages, and then we go into my weeklies. And like I said, I have changed them up. I feel that they've been working really well. So I'm going to continue doing them this way with my weekly, like my daily tasks, my tracker for my weather, which I love to do, my tracker for my dinner, and then I write whatever my tarot card is for the week, and I'll put that in there, and then just notes for that week that I need to, might be tasks to do, things to remember. Sometimes it's just what I need to pick up next time I go to the shops and need to write it down somewhere, and this is the only thing in front of me. So yeah, and then journaling pages. I've only done 2 spurts of journaling this time. I might just do a third just in case, but I haven't been journaling a lot lately, but I'm hoping to get back into it. Maybe I'll make that one of my habits. So yeah, I will show you quickly. Yeah, so there's not many setups, monthly, oh my goodness, yearly pages set up in it. So this is out of when I was using a traveler style notebook. So I've just got little calendars here. I don't have the whole year because I only cut out from May, because that's when I stopped using the travelers, and just kept that. So I'm just writing things in here, and then there are my passwords on the back. So it just goes in the front, it comes with me wherever I go, and then that normally goes in my case. So I'll show you, if you haven't been here before and didn't see me setting this one up, this is my yearly and more kind of book, inspired by Jessie Corinne. I love this book, and like it's just so pretty. Everything's gold and silver too, which feels like a nice theme for the year. So got an index, my word for this year, which I should put a note that that is just for this year, 2023. That was a quote for this book. Then I've got a future log in here see, I don't really use it because I have it in that little pull-out version. Holidays and birthdays, celebrations, circle, my yearly tarot. I have to bring my weekly tarots and mark in which ones are there. See what's stalking me again. My natal chart, movements for the year, lunation, solar return, my period tracker, goals for the year. I didn't write down a goal for June because I didn't really do one, neither did I do one in March. I'll have to work out July's one based on the card, which is 5 of Cups. So it's a no card, it's about regret and loss. So I'm hoping that that is not going to be my theme for the month. I'll have to have a look. I mean, to me they just look like they're a little bit sad, but they don't look lost or regretful. They just feel, you know, they have choices, I feel. Although it's like there's a river flowing, there's things beyond that they just haven't got to yet. So yep, I'll have to do a thing. My books, haven't been keeping up with that. Media, haven't been keeping up with that. When did I last? This is more just a reminder of things I need to do, more than I was going to put dates in, but I think it's more just a reminder of what needs to be done, like every year, twice a year. Yeah, I don't really utilize this as much as I thought I would. It's mostly those first few pages that I look at. Like here I've got oh, and these, which I do forget that I have some fonts that I liked in the back here. I think I added nope, didn't add any one. But yeah, so that one, tidied up my desk a little bit so it stays up on my desk with any other journals or books or things that I'm working on at the moment. I did spend a little bit of money on a Honeycomb Collection astrology guide for the year, and as much as I've liked it, I got the digital version, and I have to print them out every month and remember to look at them. So, and I live in the Southern Hemisphere on the east coast of Australia, and anyway, I was on a website the other day, MAGIC&I.com, and this come up on their sales section for the end of the year. So I believe they're an Australian company, but this one is specifically for the Southern Hemisphere. Does it even say on it? No, maybe it's just all of them. So it's really, really pretty. So the MAGIC&I, and I printed in Europe. Oh yeah, so they're from Tasmania. So it's a little bit about the personal history. So this is all times on this planet are set to Eastern Australia Standard Time or Eastern Australia Daylight Savings Time. I haven't written much in this yet, but I'll quickly give you a look through. It's very comprehensive. It's very well thought out planner. So how to use the planner, what all the features are, what they kind of all mean, calendar features, weekly features, and then I've got a spot to do my personal birth chart. which is really good because it actually has a QR code to find out what your birth chart looks like. So you can, like, it will actually show you how to draw it in, which I love. So simple to use. The moon, I'm working with the moon daily, and how to follow the 4 elements and how that affects us. Same with any of the calendar aspectrian, like so where the aspects are, and the movements of the planets, and it tells you that. Best times to do different things and how the planet moves affect you, and it's broken down so simply. So I'll show you in a minute, but it has this guide here, optimum times life guide. So I'm not sponsored, I bought this and I will be buying it next year because I loved how easy it is to use. But it breaks it down for you, for things that you can do. So I'll mark this page and I'll come back to it and I'll show you what today's one is. It's got you know, at a glance calendars, holidays for Australian time zones, for Australia, zodiac references. So this breaks it down really, really well as well. You know, keywords, planets, what all the references mean, because even though I've been working with astrology for a little while, like on and off for a while as well, I still don't understand what all this means, and I still don't remember all the symbols because I'm hopeless like that. Anyway, so good, really quick guide. A little bit of a moon planting guide, Astro Code Decan wheel year, tarot wheel. So that's really interesting as well. What the astrological bodies and their correspondence are, planetary movements for the whole year, and what that looks like, which is really cute. I mean, that has that in the honeycomb planner, but yeah. And then it's got menstrual cycles and the moon and how to break down your menstrual cycle. Like, you know, how it looks and what each cycle, part of your cycle means. You know, where you should work in the, how you can work with that as well. I mean, not everyone is a 28-day person, so you could, if you're a 36-day person, you can work that out for yourself if that's your standard thing. A quick glance moon phases, fungi in the heavens. I don't really work with mushrooms, but if you love mushrooms, there's a comprehensive section on the mushrooms and their correspondences with each month. And then we got exact aspects. So this is a really good quick guide for the year. And then full moon dates and retrogrades and direct dates for, like, so it's broken down in Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and Chiron. This was not what this was going to be about. Just FYI, I just was really excited about this. I just love it so much. It has plenty of pages to do different kind of workings, intentions, work, then how those things worked out for you, and like there's a lot of pages and a guide on how to use them. And then we go into January, and this is what each month looks like. I will flick through to July because that is where I am starting my one. So again, this at a glance page tells you where the sun's going to be, the full moon, new moon, the theme and the reflections that means, and then your astrological transits. This is a cute direct decorative page. I believe each one is different, like what they mean. Then you got your calendar for the month. Another quick guide down here to show you what each planet moves into, so you don't have to look at each day, but they explain to you what most of this means. Then we've got monthly goals and intentions, weekly goals, and actionable steps. So it breaks it down into weeks for you, which I love. I've never been good at goal setting. Even for somebody who uses a bullet journal and has for a very long time, I have never been a goal setter. So, and then this is what your daily pages look like. So it's got your moon, where it is. This is the star sign we're in. And then it tells you where the moon is. This is your moon reference. But then you see here, hang on, I'll go to today's date. Because my children are also homesick and they're fighting downstairs. So if you hear them, they're fine. They're just driving me mad. So today is the 29th and it's Thursday. The moon is in Scorpio. And then down here it says flow and shadowy. Now, if we go back to this guide page at the front, it tells me, so go with the flow, maybe intense astro in the heavens, surrender and go with it. Stay in the heart, be aware of conflict, provoking and shadow projections. Understanding creates compassion, presence and awareness is key. Catalyst for healing and growth. And then the potential challenges can be challenging for feeling of overwhelm, triggered by everything, road rage, feeling angry, frustrated or upset with no reason. So that's how that one is. And then we've got shadowy deep. So access to subterranean inner deeps. Things can bubble to the surface. Good for digging into shadows, underworld exploration for transformation, awareness of duality, surrendering, dropping through to the other side. Can be challenging for dark thoughts, intensity if ignored, suppressed and unexpected. So I love that. Like if I look earlier in the week, which was last weekend, we have like, you know, chill out, diamond mind, which was all about, you know, working on power up. So I have fallen in love with this, and just because it's so simple to use, everything's explained for you. So how have I used that? Well, instead of pulling out my digital honeycomb collection every month, well, this month, I have used that. Let me get rid of this guy. I have used that for this. And this is the monthly reflection for the moon. So I redefine what success means to me and envision myself reaching my goals. So I'm still going to work with the houses that they fall into for me and how that affects me. But yeah, I'm finding it really interesting looking through that and looking at each thing. So even on days when I feel that I may be going to be drained because I've got a lot on or something like that, I can reflect on it in that journal and say, okay, I know there's a lot going on that day. What is happening astrologically in my area, and I can work back from that. So yeah, I don't know, that's probably a lot. I'm sorry. So what do we want to do today? How long have I been filming for already? Let me just check. Already at 25 minutes. I might leave it there. I don't want you to get too bored, because I know a lot of people flick through, like skip through my videos. But that's fine. If you enjoy listening to me prattle on for extended periods, give me a like and comment down below. I'm really, really excited to be moving into July. Always feels like a new kind of start for me, like mid-year. It's like new journal, what can happen, what can the rest of the year bring, and I'm feeling really positive about that at the moment. So even though I'm sick and I'm off work today because I'm sick, I'm still feeling positive. So yeah, give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell, and leave me a comment, because I do read them and I try to reply to everything that I can. So lots of love, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.